Hello and welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and Carlton Club Corner. So before I start this episode, I'd like to say huge thanks to everyone who watched the last episode. Almost 10,000 of you viewed it and 250 of you commented. And I'll respond to all of you. Just give me some time. There's a lot of comments. If you haven't been following the channel, and that was the first Carlton Club Corner you've watched, and hopefully my passion for the Blues was there to see. I only wish the best for them, but I'm happy to call them out when they deserve it. So last night I was having a beautiful sleep. It was nice and calm, no winds, no distractions. It was lovely sleep. And I had this dream. That a team that loses to arguably the bottom side after being up 41 points in the second quarter, at selection only makes one change. Weird dream, isn't it? That was weird. I woke up this morning and I just thought, no, that can't be true. Guess what? It's 100% true. We at Carlton have seen fit to make one change. Francis Evans out, Charlie Curnow in. King Charles. Is he the saviour for Carlton? Seems that way. He's got to be, right? He's in this week. I find it funny that he wasn't available last week, but all of a sudden he's fully fit. Or is that just a bit of that Carlton arrogance? Well, I'm going to tell you something. There should be no Carlton arrogance anymore. It shouldn't exist. Yeah, sure it existed. I was part of it. In the 70s, 80s and 90s, there was Carlton arrogance. That was part of the club. If you follow Carlton, you were arrogant about Carlton. You want to know why? Because we were winning premierships. That's why. Zach Williams, Jesse Motlop, Sam Doherty, Nick Haynes, Ollie Hollands, Mitch McGovern. Don't worry about him, he'll be injured soon. All still get a game this week. And Harry Mackay, your buddy's back. So the heat's off you. Does that mean you have a good game and kick straight for once? I'm not so sure. I don't have that confidence in you. And Patrick Cripps, please do not have 22 handballs and 10 kicks again. You need to be getting 22 kicks, 10 handballs, and kicking goals. Like all the good midfielders in 2025. They kick goals. This trend of midfielders kicking goals will win premierships. It's a fact. It's been happening for the last 3 or 4 years. The best midfielders kick goals. You need to be kicking goals, mate. Not playing in the ruck. I know it's not your fault because the guy that supposedly tells you what to do wants you to play second ruck. And he came out today, the head person, coach, whatever you want to call him, and said, well, Patrick Cripps won his Brownlow playing in the second ruck. Is he... What does that mean? Does that mean that taking away his number one asset, right? When he's in the ruck, he's taking away his number one asset, which is hardball gets. That's his number one asset. So, what are you doing playing Patrick Cripps as a second ruck? Don't worry about last year. We didn't win the premiership last year, so it didn't work. Yes, he may have won a Brownlow, but that's selfish. We don't care if he wins Brownlows. We want premierships, Michael. Voss, Mick Voss, Vossi, Buddy, Knackers, whatever you want to be called. I don't know. Because I don't trust you. I don't like you as a coach. You might be a great person, but when you don't want to call someone by their name, you don't like them, you call them Knackers, Buddy, or whatever, or a nickname or something. I don't know. Let me know. Is there a special name we should be calling him? I don't know. Again, He refuses to play exciting young players. Where's Ashton Moyer? Where's Jackson Beans? Where's Harry Lemmy? Why aren't we playing these guys? Why? Why? I've got no problem bringing Charlie back in. Trust me. We couldn't beat Richmond with almost a full side. We need a lot of help against Hawthorn. Actually, I don't even think that's going to help. But we'll see about that. So, Francis Evans is the only change you've made, and Charlie's the only one you've brought in. We need to remember that Hawthorn beat us in round 22 last year. So that was 4 games ago. Okay? 4 games ago. We played 2 games after that. 1 final and last Thursday night. They beat us by 74 points with the same side. The team has not changed. So what's going to change tomorrow night? What's going to change against the Hawks? I'm telling you, Mick Voss. That sounds a bit rude. Michael, I'll call you Michael by your first name. You're digging yourself a hole you can't get out of. You're going with the same players. I can't believe it. What's that saying? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You're insane. You're insane playing the same players. However, time will tell. Anyway, let's see what happens Thursday night against the Hawks. I don't want to see a good performance. I want 4 points. Okay? After last week's debacle, I want 4 points. That's the only way we somewhat get our season back on track. I don't even know if it can be back on. Is that just wallpapering over the cracks if we beat Hawthorn? Yep, great side Hawthorn. Everyone's got them top 4. I'm sure everyone watching this video has probably got Hawthorn top 4. So, great win if we beat Hawthorn. But what happens if we lose? The season's definitely over then. I called it last week because I was disgusted. But the season is definitely over if we lose. Definitely. So, a good performance ain't going to cut it because the AFL don't give you points for good performances. They couldn't care less. You get 0. We need to win and bank 4 points. That's it. It's the only thing I'll accept. Well, there you have it. Another episode of Carlton Club Corner in the books. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like I said, love reading your comments and I'll reply to all of you at some point. Just bear with me and we'll see you on the next one.